As you know, the Tony Awards were last night, and it was an evening to remember. Here to break down the night's biggest winners, losers, and other highlights is our Broadway expert, friend to the show, Patrick Riley.
Patrick, welcome back.
Good to be here,
Patrick,
guys.
always good to see you.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. Wasn't it a great show last night? I feel like I was looking at the BET Awards. But for Broadway, there was something for everybody, and I normally feel like I want to get my 3 hours back. I don't want 1 minute back. It was a great show.
Well, let's talk about the brown people that were in the house.
Yes.
Miss Audra McDonald.
Oh, I'm so happy for her.
Her 6th Tony.
6th Tony, and it's worth noting that as much Black history as this is, this is unprecedented history. She is now the only woman to win in all 4 performing categories, even though Julianne Moore, as well, Julie Moore, as well as Angela Lansbury have won 5
each.
Julie has a 6th for Lifetime Achievement.
Lifetime Achievement, but not for actual performance.
Not for actual performance awards. So this is not just Black history, this is history. And she so deserves it. I mean, she is literally Billie Holiday in this Lady Day at Emerson's Bar and Grill. It's amazing.
So you weren't surprised by this win? Because some people were saying the fact that she had won 5 may prevent her from winning a 6th. And they were worried that that would hurt her chances.
Let me tell you what did surprise me is that categorically there was a controversy about whether this would be considered musical or play. And it is a play with music by standards. So this took the award, in my opinion, from Tyne Daly, who was amazing in Terrence McNally's Mothers and Sons.
And I know you were pulling for Tyne
I was
Daly.
really pulling for her until I got real clear on how they had categorized Audra, and then I knew Audra was taking it home, and she did.
Well, it was also a big night for Sophie Okonedo.
Yes, it was.
She's been pretty quiet since Hotel Rwanda. You haven't seen much of her.
Well,
but
we
this
saw
is quite
little
a comeback.
of her in the wake of Hotel Rwanda, for which she was nominated for an Academy Award. So we have to acknowledge that supporting actress. She did Secret Life of Bees with Queen Latifah and Alicia Keys and all those folks. But we haven't, and Keke Palmer, but we haven't seen her. You're right, we haven't seen her in a minute. And this moment, she says she was so happy that the producers saw fit to cast a Nigerian, British, Jewish woman in the part of Ruth Younger. Ruth Younger's part was originated by Ruby Dee on Broadway many years ago. This is the part that Audra McDonald played with Diddy. And this is Sophie's time.
And I think she also owned the character because she wasn't really familiar with the play before actually getting the script for it and doing it. And so for her to take it as a newcomer to it and then embody it was pretty impressive.
Well, it speaks to something that you have talked about. The Africans and the African Brits are taking over. And so Sophie has come to really let us know that she knows how to internalize that truth, the truth of that story.
That was an announcement. She's like, I'm here to play.
I'm here.
And I'm here to stay.
And did you notice? And she loves New York, and she loves the stage, and I think she wants to be booked in some more things. I love that.
More of her.
Now, Raisin in the Sun seems to always do so well at the Tonys. What is it about this play that Broadway can't seem to get enough of?
Well, I think like the works of Shakespeare, Raisin in the Sun is a very domestic American story. It's the story of the American dream. And I think it translates all generations, all times. This particular production is anointed on so many levels because Denzel, as you know, did not get nominated. And yet, Sophie walked away with the great prize. Kenny Leon, the director, walked away with the great prize. I'm so proud of him. And
Were you expecting him to take home that award?
Well, I didn't expect it, but I have to say that there are a lot of people in the Atlanta University Center, which consists of Clark, Morehouse, and Spelman, who are extremely pleased for this win.
Are you one of those people?
I am a Morehouse man. And I want to acknowledge that LaTanya Jackson Richardson is a Spelman woman who did attend school at the same time as Kenny Leon, as well as Samuel L. Jackson. So the gravitas of what came out of the AUC just makes us all so proud. We spoke of Lupita's pedigree as it relates to coming from Yale. This is a big moment for HBCUs, as we're talking about the purpose and the reason for having HBCUs, historically Black colleges and universities. This is just a great nod for our legacy.
All right. Well, wasn't it basically a shoe-in for Neil Patrick Harris? I mean, he was going to win, right? It was his to lose.
I said it once, I said it twice, I said it a million times. It's Neil Patrick Harris's world, and we're all just trying to catch up.
See, I thought Jefferson Mays did an outstanding performance, and I thought he should have took home the award.
Well,
Am I the only one?
He was strong. Gentleman's Guide, I said, had all the great nominations, but I knew it was going to take some key awards, but it wasn't going to take all of them. And I felt like Hedwig was going to show up for Neil in this way, and it did, as well as Lena Hall for supporting, or for featured role.
The critics loved him, the audiences love him.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
And just even what he did last night, he wasn't hosting, but it felt like he was hosting. He had a lot of costume changes. He was in the opening number. He did his own performance. He won the award.
Exactly.
You know, kissed his love. He licked Samuel L. Jackson's glasses.
Gave Sting a lap dance.
Gave Sting a lap dance. I mean, it really was Neil's night, and it's worth noting that it was a successful night for the Tony Awards, but it came in just shy of Neil Patrick Harris's showing last year.
That's
so there you have it.
All right, so Bryan Cranston, he's new to Broadway, but that didn't stop him from Breaking Bad and taking home that Tony.
No, it did. He took that Tony quicker than he was able to take the Golden Globe. You know, he was nominated all those many years for the Golden Globe, only just got it this year.
Yeah.
So did he deserve this win for playing Lyndon B. Johnson?
Deserve it. He did deserve it because you know, I think we love pieces about presidents.
Yeah, that's true.
And LBJ is one that we haven't had a chance to know a lot about because, you know, he kind of inherited the administration in the wake of Kennedy's assassination.
Exactly.
So to have a story that is so well woven and told, and his performance is stunning. I mean, if you can just sort of channel his best Breaking Badness and just sort of put it in an LBJ shell, it's a wonderful show. And that is why it also won for Best Play.
Yeah, A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder.
Yeah.
It got off to a slow start,
Yes.
but it's gathered momentum
Yes, it
recently, and
has.
I think the Tony Awards will only help, don't you?
This will only help.
Or Tony
It is the
Awards.
British romp that I knew it would be. We knew that young folks and old folks were into it.
Yeah.
And that it now has taken home Best Book, Best Musical,
Yes,
and two others.
Two others, yeah.
Just makes it just ready for more booties in the sea.
Yeah,
Now,
there's a Tony boost then.
It's a big Tony boost. I
But
think
for all the shows, right?
For all, including After Midnight. Now, it only won Warren Carlyle for choreography.
Right.
And yet that opening with Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight and Fantasia, Trust is going to make sure people see this show
I
over
think
the
you're
summer.
right about that,
So
Patrick.
even without it having taken big Tonys, it is still going to be a big commercial and a boost for Broadway.
Before you go, Hugh Jackman, how do you do?
Hugh Jackman did a great job.
He sure
I think he
did.
is the perfect mashup. I mean, he's like the brother from another mother.
Right.
You know what I mean? The fact that he can collaborate with the cast of After Midnight as well as T.I. and LL Cool J, and he just worked it.
All right,
And
worked
he
it?
works it. No one works it like him.
All right. No
except
one
you.
works it like
Thank
you,
you.
Patrick.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be back, guys.
Patrick,
Well, there's more
work.
Broadway to talk about. Holler if you're here. May the Tupac Show. We'll
Yes.
talk
But don't
more.
tell too much. We'll have
some
you come
weeks.
back and tell us about all the upcoming
Absolutely.
shows.
And I'll tell
Okay?
you about Kenny Leon's plans. He's
Okay,
got
don't
some
tell us
interesting
yet.
plans.
Don't tell us yet.
Okay.
Okay, you'll come back.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Patrick. And you're watching Arise Entertainment 360.